Hi guys, it's Josh again, and today I'm giving you my pre-market analysis on the euro dollar on the 30th of January 2024. So let's get straight into it. Daily time frame. So as this works, I start on my higher time frames to get my bias, and then use that bias to take trades on the 15-minute, with my entry being the 5-minute time frame. So let's start off with the daily time frame. Swing structure is bearish, came up, broke structure. After a break of structure, we expect a pullback, and we've pulled back into premium levels of supply, which is giving warning bells that maybe this pullback could be over. And we've seen a rejection coming off this supply, and now we are coming into this strong internal low. So the internal structure is the structure within the swing structure. So at the moment on the daily time frame, this is bullish. We've had hit come up here, down, and broken structure to the upside. However, due to the fact that the swing structure is bullish, as in this overall structure here, we could expect this low and essentially this demand to fail to allow this pullback to continue. To allow this next swing leg down. So on the daily time frame, it's a bit unclear still. We could start pushing up from this demand. However, we have to be aware that this low could likely go. So let's go down to the 4 hours. Okay. 4-hour time frame. So swing structure is bullish. We've had this sort of corrective pullback. We thought the swing pullback was over yesterday when we had this internal break of structure. However, not really any strength, and we came back down. However, now we have mitigated a refined 4-hour point of interest demand level. So we could start to see some bullish pressure coming from here. However, again, it's not the most convincing. This point of interest, it had this straight sort of leg up, which is called an imbalance. And these are generally, from my testing, quite weak points of interest. So I wouldn't have too much emphasis on it, but we just have to be aware that this demand could allow for some sort of bullish pressure. But still, with the daily overall picture, we are aware that this low could go to allow that deeper swing pullback. So again, on the 4-hour and daily time frame, my bias is quite mixed. So coming into this session, I'm going to be sort of focusing more on the 15-minute to give me a bit more clarity in which way, which bias could sort of be achieved. Okay, so 15-minute, we've had this bearish swing structure. After a swing break of structure, we expect a pullback. We've had this pullback. Now, two things to look at here. Could be looking at this pullback not being over, coming into here and coming back up into this 4-hour supply area and then continuing down. So we could be looking for longs around here. However, you have to be aware that this is lower probability because we've already mitigated the premium of the range. However, personally, we've got these equal highs here. We haven't mitigated this 4-hour supply. We're coming off 4-hour demand. I'm willing, if we react from one of these points of interest, preferably this point of interest here, because we've got this liquidity resting below these sort of points of interest, and this is the final demand zone that has to hold. And if we sort of get some sort of maybe break of structure or change of character, could look for quite an aggressive long from a new point of interest that's made here to potentially target these equal highs up here. So this is my London session, well, pre-market session recap. Yeah, essentially, it's all about just understanding the probabilities of your trade plan, what's likely to happen, what have you seen before, what have you tested, what does your data show. I understand that these conditions for me are not the most high probability, purely because of the mixed higher time frame narrative. But with that said, I'm happy to get involved. If we do, preferably sweep this low, get some sort of change of character, and then I can look to get involved in one of these points of interest. I take my trades in the 5 minute with my own trade plan and my own entry criteria. I can get to that in another video if you wish, but yeah, main idea, probably come up here, sweep all this liquidity into this 4 hour zone, potentially heading lower, but that's for another time. Anyway, cheers guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you later for the post-session analysis.